Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land, TikTok world, and YouTube. Anywhere else, this is going to go live at Instagram, possibly with some clips to get you interested in the show. All right, how are y'all doing out there? I know it's still early. It's populating all of the people showing up on the show, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. But I do appreciate each and everybody being here that does stop in and check out the channel, even if it is for a brief uno momento, por favor. And this is driving me a little batty. Good morning. How are we all doing out there? I'll slightly set this off to a side so that you can possibly hear me better. As long as that green light is on. I do have the green light. Yeah, there's the green light right there. All right. Well, I am Monty Anderson with 412 Productions. What we do here is we talk artwork, we talk movies, we talk comic books, we talk all things nerdy and flirty. Okay, not so much the flirty part, but we do talk a lot about many different things, many different aspects of life. Today's topic for today, today's topic for today, that's a roundabout way of saying that we're talking about a topic today. But it is anger. What do we do with that anger that builds up inside of us? Like yesterday, me. Holy smokes. So, I ordered a chainsaw. Said chainsaw was supposed to be 20-inch. It did not come with the bar guide, which the chain goes around. Well, whenever I contact the company, they send me the bar. They send me an 18-inch bar. I did not know that because the chain that was included was supposed to be a 20-inch, but yet I buy new chains for it, and they don't fit the 18-inch bar. Doing some measurements, all that good stuff. 18-inch bar, supposed to be a 20-inch bar. So I'm angry already because I've got 3 brand new blades or chains to go on this chainsaw, and it ain't fitting. I go get a 20-inch bar to fit these 20-inch chains. Get back, the chains still don't fit the 20-inch bar. It's just like, you've got to be kidding me right now. I'm throwing stuff. I'm angry. I'm showing my real face, if you will. Not a happy camper. And it's just like, why isn't something so simple, or why is something so simple not working the way it's supposed to be? A 20-inch chain should fit a 20-inch bar on a chainsaw. Period. But it looks like the chains that were in the packaging could have been a 22-inch chain instead of a 20-inch chain. But in reality, it's more like a 21-inch chain, which isn't existent. They go in even sizes. They don't go in odd sizes. So, dilemmas. So I just threw my 18 back on my bar and sharpened up the blade and went out and chopped some wood. That's how I dealt with my frustration. With that, so how do you deal with your anger? Whenever you get angry, what do you do? Got some chalky milk here. Yes, it is a Dallas Cowboy Cup from the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. So, how do you deal with your anger out there? What do you do with it? How does it control you? Or do you let your anger control you, period? I unfortunately do have a temper. I am a redhead, so we are little firecrackers, if you will. And we do tend to blow up quite a bit sometimes. Unjustifiable sometimes because it's hard to hold our temper in check sometimes. I saw it a lot in the military, and in the military it's okay to lose your temper because you had bouncing boards to and sounding boards to throw your anger at, and people will try to give you rational you know, reasonings for your anger. But in the real world, nah, you can get angry. You can have your angry moments. You can do all that good stuff, but just don't take it out on people, unless it's the person that truly deserves it, and then I guess exact your revenge. Be a kind person. I wasn't a kind person yesterday, and that was on me because I let my anger take control. Because it was supposed to be a simple fix. Go get a 20-inch bar for 20-inch chain, hook it on the chainsaw, done. No, not how it worked. I threw my chainsaw on the floor, did not break it. I just kind of gave it a little toss off to the side, and it was just like, wow, that is horrible. But thank you for stopping in, checking out the channel. Please like, share, and follow so that other people can join the live. We will be talking comic books. We will be talking artwork. We will be talking we already said comic books, movies, um, and different aspects of the nerd world, if you will. We also talk paranormal here because I do live in a haunted house. So we're getting a lot of new knocks here with spring right around the corner. Don't know if that's waking up the spirits that are in the house or not, but it is what it is. And if you don't believe in ghosts, goblins, and goodies like that, move along. Or if you do, stay and listen because we always talk about something different, strange, and weird here. Getting a lot of mixed reviews about the new Daredevil show that is on the Born Again, that is on Disney Plus. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people say it is taking too long for character development now, whereas in the Netflix series, you had great character development and the dialogue between characters was awesome, and you saw more Daredevil. This one was some of the stuff I'm hearing on this one is that Daredevil is only seen for a short bit, and then it's all Matt Murdock, and there's more, you know, lawyer than there is anything else. And let me see, some people are talking. You got a yeah. I got a yeah in here. I'm not sure what the yeah is for. Maybe it's for my Daredevil talk. I don't know. But we'll see. Because that's the only one I'm seeing that is conversated. But I appreciate you conversating. Alright. But up here, right up there, right up there, right there. That is my profile picture. And there you can go and find my website, and you can like and follow and share all of my other social platforms, which goes Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and you are here on TikTok. So, if you don't mind, like, share, and follow because that helps out the channel. It also gets your friends to come over and check out what you're watching. And some of them could be, well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. But that's okay. We talk about dumb stuff sometimes. But like I said, we talk cool stuff. Comic books, artwork. You guys can't see it behind me because I've got the green screen up, which makes my ears and everything else disappear because I've got black up here, and I guess black is a derivative of the green screen for whatever reason, but I didn't figure it would affect so much right there. But it is truly affecting everything right here in the head, you know. And then right here, you can't see, but my hand disappears right behind that round little section right there. That's my professional microphone that I got from the TikTok shop. And this one I did not get from the TikTok shop. I got it from another shop, but it works just great. Everybody can hear me, and the background noise kind of goes away. But anyway, we got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about today. From my comic book to a comic book cover that I'm getting ready to start working on. Um, this Michael painting, or excuse me, David painting. Michael's the other character from the Lost Boys that I'm getting ready to get. I'm getting close to getting finished. It looks really killer, especially in Um, the dark, whenever you turn off the lights and its eyes are the last thing glowing at you, you know, because they are glow in the dark eyes. And they look killer under black light as well. So there is that aspect to it all. But we like to have fun here. We also like to spread awareness. Because if you ever think about hurting yourself, hurting anybody else, or anything like that, there is the phone number 988 out there where you can call and talk to somebody, or if you want to talk to somebody like myself, who have gone through the same pains of wanting to hurt myself, um, you can hit me up in my DMs. The DMs are open for that type of discussion. They are also open for artwork sales. So if you want any artwork done up or any of the artwork that I previously have in house right now, you can get it at any point in time. Just hit me up and ask me what I got. So there you go. But 988 is the number to call if you are thinking about hurting yourself or hurting somebody else. They will talk to you, like right now. Again, some good old chalky milk right here. Because life is rough sometimes, and we know it. Um, and it's not just me that talks about it. I've got several friends um, that post it on their Facebook pages, and it gives a full number. But 988 is the easiest one to text or call to get immediate help, uh, for them to talk to you right now, right here, right now. So if you are interested in that number, 988 is that number. I guess I just need to put it up somewhere on my platforms so that if anybody needs it, they can use it. So it would go really good right there. No, right there, right there, yeah, right there. It would go real good right there. Now here, I don't know where I'd put it. I guess I'd have to put it in the comment section. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. We will move along from that topic and we will move into the comic book section. We were talking comic book movie, or correction, TV series. Apparently, there's 8 episodes for Daredevil. I have Daredevils over here. Not very many, but a few. Um, well, thank you for restricting me for some audiences because I'm talking about a prevention to help people save their lives. You idiot TikTok. Wow. I mean, TikTok is getting harder and harder to say specific things, but yet I still see a lot of people, debating out there to TikTok, and they're still going live. And then there's that one person that shouldn't even be on here, period, that's monetizing after unaliving her child. Um, but yet she has more followers than I do, and so I think she's up to 45,000 already. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you can probably figure it out pretty easily. And she shouldn't have a platform at all. But yeah, she's out here walking around making TikToks and pleading her case. Um, and a lot of people are up in arms. But if you do follow her, you might as well just, you know, I'm sorry that you follow her. And she shouldn't have a voice at all out here in this platform. They should never have let her on this platform. But yet, here she is, gathering followers on a daily basis because she's a cute little girl and she did nothing wrong. BS. Um, so you don't report your child missing for 31 days and there's nothing wrong with that? Come on now. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But we will move along from that subject because I will just get what my title says, angry. And I'll turn into the Hulk. Not the wrestling Hulk. You know, some people love the wrestling Hulk Hogan, others don't. But it is what it is. He's been around for a long time, and he, likes who he likes and wrestles for whichever side pays him the most money for the script. and you go from there. Because yes, it is scripted, folks. If you didn't know, wrestling is scripted. They've already got who's going to win what in whatever Royal Rumble or whatever else they do out there, the cage matches and everything else. And if you don't believe that, well, I got some swamp land in Alaska for you. But anyway, we don't talk several different subjects here on my show. One being religion, one being politics. Those are two of the items we do not talk about here on the show. Just because once you start talking those, people start losing their damn minds, and then nothing can get settled because everybody's going crazy over those two subjects. So we do not talk about those two subjects here. We bypass those, and if somebody brings those up on the show, like has a comment about it, we just let it go because there's no sense in having everybody lose their damn minds over, you know, something that shouldn't uh, break people apart, but it does on a daily basis. I've seen good friends that have been friends for years unfriend, unfollow, block their so-called friends over a um, over politics, you know. And then I see some of the most devout Christian people out there do the same, but yet they carry hatred for one side or the other. But how can you call yourself a Christian because hate isn't supposed to be in the Christian realm? So, it's just little things like that. So that's why we don't talk about those subjects because people lose their damn minds on a regular basis over that type of stuff. So we don't do it here. All right. I am an actor. My name is Monty Anderson with 412 Productions. I am an actor. I'm a voice actor. I am an artiste, and I am a homesteader. So, right around 7:30, 8 o'clock ish is whenever I start doing my homesteading chores with the goats, the ducks, the chickens, and the pig, and the dog, and of course the cats that are here, that are mousers. They like to catch mices and, you know, help all with that population. Get them off of the world. But no, they're pretty funny when it comes to their animals that they bring and put at the door. They bring us their little gifts that they've caught. Sometimes those little gifts are still alive. Sometimes those little gifts are way past alive. You so we have to accept it because they're our children, and that type of thing. But no, so we do a lot of things here from sun up to sundown. Uh, Sometimes we're in bed by 6 o'clock because all the chores are done with the animals, and uh, you're winding down. It's not that we're asleep; we're in bed watching TV. We've already had dinner and all that good stuff, and so we're just winding down for the day. And I know a lot of people are like, "Holy shit, you're in bed at that early?" Well, yeah. If you my day's already started. My day started at 3:30, 3 o'clock a.m. Sometimes it's earlier than that for me. And I'm in here doing artwork. Like I said, I'm working on this David piece. I've got another piece for a gaming streaming channel that I'm getting ready to do. And I'm also uh, getting ready to start working on another painting for a comic book cover. I can't quite tell the title. I can't quite tell all the aspects of it. But think Point Break meets wrestling, if you will. That's how the person told me that is the owner of this title. Told me that is the thoughts process behind this comic book. So this will be for issue number 3. That seems to be my lot in life right now. Is that my issues come on number 3, um, because I did Psycho Sal with William Russell. That was issue number 3 with my homage to the X Files, with his two FBI agents chasing down a serial killer in 1980s New Orleans, and um, I did an homage to the X Files because it's two FBI agents, one male, one female, just like his characters, which he probably could have gotten from X Files, who knows? And with his two agents, and I did them inside of a voodoo shop chasing down their Psycho Sal, the serial killer. And they'll catch him eventually. There's only a few more issues left. It's either that or he goes on to a whole different run. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. In some ways, I kind of stopped supporting him because he doesn't support me on any form, fashion, or another. Um, and and that's sad when other artists don't support other artists who, especially, have supported them. Because I think I picked up the first 4 or 5 issues of his comic book, which was a lot of money for just X amount of comic books getting all the covers. Uh, I was dropping well over $100 a pop on those, and then once I saw he was not supporting me at all, I kind of just dropped support for him. Uh, and he's one of those that always talks about, I will support you always if you support me, and I haven't seen squat, from his support side. So there's that. And it's nothing against him because he's a good dude, and we talk whenever we're at conventions and things like that. But it's not like he wants to get to know people per se, 100%. Um, and I get that. Now, the person that I'm working for now with his comic book, he's trying to get to know my life and what goes on a daily basis instead of just me, the artist, um, out there. And so, um, you know, it is. Is that too hot? Is that too hot? Is that too hot out there? Hopefully, you can hear me better. I've had some. They said I lag off a little bit up here on this mic. Not so much this mic. This mic seems to do pretty well. Just making sure I still got the green light down there so that you all can hear me out there. But he's trying to get to know people that work for him whenever they're doing a cover for him because, like he said, he just doesn't want to know us as a cover artist guy. He wants to know what's going on in life, and he's one of the ones that liked Daredevil so far. Now, today is Friday, correct? Friday the 7th. Is that right? Yes, I never know what day it is because I don't live in the real world anymore, especially homesteading, and I'm home all the time. Before I used to have to know what days of the week were and all that good stuff, but I really don't know what day of the week it is anymore. I just know when my doctor's appointments are for the VA. So yes, I am a veteran, and so I have my VA appointments on a regular basis with my therapist for my PTSD and stuff like that. You know. And I know that's a touchy subject for people too. You don't have to have been in war to get PTSD. You can get PTSD from a person, from noises, from whatever things you're scared of. Snakes, spiders, koala bears. Some people are afraid of koala bears, and because them suckers can rip you to shreds. Have you seen them claws? They're big. And so I have my doctor's appointments with the VA on a regular basis to see my therapist, you know, just to say what's going on in my brain pain, what's happening out there. But I heard about a little thing too that my girlfriend showed me. It's called Voice.com. You got free and paid gigs on there, and so I'm going to be looking into that just because uh, the voice acting thing is fun. It's very fun. And like I said, I just did my whole lines for the movie that I'm going to be in with my voice, not my face, which is probably a good thing. But no, my voice will be lended to a movie, Power Rangers movie at that. And they should start filming here pretty soon. They've already got all of the Power Zord weaponry in house with their coinage and all that stuff that they use. And so he's the person filming this movie, the brain trust behind it all, J.P. Smalls. He is going to be sending me over a picture of what Champ looks like, even though I've already voiced the character itself. I still want to know what the character looks like, because that's one of the aspects I did not know. So I just winged it as far as, because sometimes you get inspiration from what the character looks like that you're voicing. But this time I did not have a character to see, so I just voiced it. I just went with it. And technically, whenever I voiced originally for them, it was way back in November, and then all of a sudden I get a text message from, or a message from him, not a text message, because we don't know each other like that. We're just friends on Facebook, acquaintances, if you will. We will become friends just because that's how it works within these groups, and hopefully he uses me for future projects. But um, whenever he hit me up, what was it? Middle of February, I think it was. Yeah, it had to be middle of February. He sent me an email saying, "You, congratulations, you got the voice for Champ, and we need the voiceover ASAP. Here's the script. Enjoy." So no description of what Champ looked like, no images as of what he was. So I don't know if he's like a biological creature or if he's a metal zoid of some sort, those type things. So I improvised. I just went with a middle ground character voice of him, and so hopefully it's great for him to use enough that maybe even mix it up a little bit. I'm sure, just because I did give him several takes of each line from the script. The script really isn't that long, so it is a fan film. It is a short fan film, and but I think it's going to be cool. This isn't his first rodeo, and meaning that he's already produced some other movies so far. And yes, this is a Dallas Cowboy mug. There's CD Lamb right there. Drinking my calcium this morning with some chocolate milk. Yum. But no, voiceover is fun. Voice acting is fun because you get to become somebody else, just for even a short bit, and you bring it alive. And I've always been told that I should have a radio job somewhere, just because my voice lends itself to it. And so here I am, X amount of years later, doing some voiceover work. Doing not radio gigs, but close to radio gigs. So, but no, it's fun. It's cool. I love it. And I love acting too. I just haven't been approached by many people to act in certain things because they want to go with those people that have been classically trained in the art of acting. Well, I'm not one of them. I just wing it. No, I go with their lines that they've got and all that good stuff. And I have acted in a couple of movies as an EMT for Jason Pitts, and Enthralled is the other movie that I was in. I can't remember the actual director for that movie, but uh, that was fun too because it was another horror style movie, and I got to push one of the main characters out of the way as I'm going out the door, going to the ambulance, and so. On that same token, I had a speaking line in Jason Pitt's film for Masquerade. He did a trilogy, Alone, Masquerade, and I can't remember what the third one is right off the top of my head. But you can find those on YouTube. You can find those on, I believe, Tubi and a couple of other streaming channels. Just look up Jason Pitts Alone or Jason Pitts Masquerade, and it will link you to all three of the films because they correlate with each other, and they run hand in hand. So let me flip over here real fast to see if anybody has said anything of substance that I can read to you guys. But no, nobody said anything. They're all just joining and watching. But that's cool. I appreciate each and every one of you being here, checking out the channel, and I do appreciate the likes. Jade Talks, I appreciate that. And just please like, share, and follow here so that we can keep in communication and you know when the live shows are. Most of my live shows come on every other day, which right now are the odd days. Now there could be some time where it switches over and I end up being on an even day for whatever reason, or I have some exciting news or something and I want to go back to back days or whatever. But normally it's on the odd days of the month, so every other day I come on live, and it's usually right around that 4 to 4:30 time slot. So if you are interested in following a track record for me on TikTok, that is when I come on live on a regular basis. And we talk my artwork, and I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. My little, it's not so much little, it's a 12 by 16 inch piece. Mr. David right here. It is coming along quite nicely. Right there, all that black's going to disappear unless I hold it at a certain angle and all that good stuff. But this is Mr. David from the Lost Boys right here. And it glows in the dark. It's going to have black light features. I'm going to show these guys up here. Right there, right there. And it glows in the dark, has black light features. And I'm going to add his more hair up top with another canvas on top of that. So if you want something like this for yourself, I've got all this reference material on my desk as well. Different angles, different looks, different facial expressions and things like that for him. I also have available for your viewing pleasure these right here. For those up here, this says, I want to play a game. Right there. And then you put the actual saw blade right there on top of it. Let me straighten them up for you. Dun, 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 just like that. And you can set them down for a placeholder for your keys, for your cell phone, whatever you want right there. And just so you know, you can hear that, right? That's an actual true saw blade right there, a real saw blade. It's kind of fitting for Saw, huh? Billy the puppet from Saw right there. And we also have sorry about that. We also have, for your viewing pleasure, the art of art right here. The art of art. And then you get Art the Clown sitting you square in the face right there. This one could be sold off already. I'm not sure, but I can make another one if somebody wants something like this for themselves. Well, I appreciate you saying that's pretty cool. That's the stuff I'm doing. I'm working on some new things so that I have some new product to present when I return to the comic book convention realm. Um, comic book convention realm will come back in 2026 for me. I am taking the entire year off to build my repertoire of new prints, 11 by 17 prints on a little bit better paper quality stock. And then I am also offering up canvas prints as well. So that means, like the canvas that I just showed you with David on it, if I turn that into a print later on, it will be on a canvas instead of just a 11 by 17 print of that piece. And so, sorry about that. And so, I'm looking forward to this new year to rebuild. Because if you don't know, for those of you just joining us here at 412 Productions, that has not always been my name. This is not, I'm going to step out the way so you can see. That has not always been my logo right there. This whole thing right here. Ooh, right there. I used to be under AGK, Anderson Graphics Kingdom, for my last name and all the graphics and the stuff that I used to do. But I'm still doing the same stuff. I just killed my old business and opened up 412 Productions on January 1st because I wanted a fresh, bold start, and it seems to have worked because I've sold more artwork in the first um, month, 2 months so far, and now we're in the third month, and I've got new work coming in. I've got ideas flowing. And so everything like that is happening on a regular basis. So for those of you watching right now, if you want something of your own, you can hit me up for what I already have. You can DM me here, or you can go to Facebook where we can get on Messenger and I can show you pictures easier, because through TikTok it's very hard to show pictures via um, the message section over here. But you can find my Facebook right up here in the profile. Just go to my website and you can follow me there via the platforms that are there, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube right up there. Everything that I record over here on my other program right now, on the other program, not the live program. The other program gets placed on my YouTube and my Facebook pages, which is my personal page, Monty Anderson, and my business page, which is the 412 Art Productions over there. And the reason I put Art Productions on everything in there was so that, yeah, very, very true. Because Jade Talk says, imagine how cool TikTok would be if they let us use or show pictures in the comments and in DM. Yeah, that's the one drawback with TikTok, is that, and there's some way to do it, because some scammers, let's put it that way, have tried to show me pictures via their DMs that they send me for, oh, I'm going to give you a blessing of $5,000 in your Cash App, but yet you have to pay me first. No, Cash App doesn't charge a fee. I use it on a regular basis. Sorry, scammers, keep moving. And but you can always tell whenever someone comes at you in your DMs. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it either. Yeah, it won't let me add pictures in there either. Jade Talks, and so I don't know how they're doing it, or I mean, it might from a computer, I guess. I really don't know, and I don't use mine on the computer. I use it strictly on my phone. So, but if you do want some artwork, just go over to my Facebook page, either my personal page or my business page. It doesn't matter which one, because I will answer on either one, and we can talk and show pictures as far as artwork goes, as what I do have. And so that is the great thing about it, about social medias, is that you can interact everywhere if you really wanted to. I do know I have followers that are on TikTok that follow me on my other platforms and interact there as well. Because more of my, I mean, I do post a lot of stuff of my artwork here as well. And I've got to get back to posting more artwork on TikTok that I've got going on. And pretty soon I'll be able to start showing my own comic book titles and things like that as I get it further and further along. And Mr. Roy Joe Bradley Jr. has woken up from his slumber. The bear has awakened and crawled out of his cave and joined us here live on TikTok. Good morning, Mr. Joe. Shh, shh. Somebody's telling me to shush. I don't know why. But what did you miss? You missed a lot already. I mean, we're already 30 or 40 minutes into the show, and you're just now popping in. And so, you slept through most of it. Oh, it's the laugh emoji. Sorry. From here, it looked like it was the shh. And my eyes aren't the bestest anymore. So that little bitty text down there. But no, Mr. Roy. Haha, yeah. I noticed that after I posted it. No, it's all good. It was probably this one. And I just missed it for this one. It's all good. Jade talks. Um, but no, Mr. Roy, you've missed quite a bit. We talked about anger right off the bat of the show. We talked about prevention, which gave me a restriction yet again. Whenever I'm talking about saving somebody's life by calling 988, you know, and all of a sudden, boom, it gives me a restriction. but yet it lets a specific female on this app who unalived her child, and yet she has close to 50,000 followers already. And that makes sense. And now she can monetize the unaliving of her child, and she's on the streets walking, and her child would be close to 20 years old today. So that's some of the stuff you've missed. I'm so over it. The restrictions are out of control, but some people can, yeah, exactly. Like I've talked about, you can watch people masturbate if you want on this app, and they allow it. They let, how do you even say it? Aliens versus Predators on this app. Yeah, usually TikTok reps are good and will fix it, but there's one rep who hates me and will go target me. Yeah, for some reason I've been getting a lot of restrictions here lately myself, but if you watch my show, I don't talk a lot of sexual stuff. I don't talk, you know, hey, let's whip it out and show everybody. That type of stuff. I'm here to talk artwork. I talk movies. I talk comic books. I talk to my people that are on the app talking to me. Yeah, exactly. I show my artwork. Now, what got me banned one time? I do have a Chun Li cover back here that she is unclothed, but yet she's covering herself. I don't know if you are into comic books or not, J Talks, but um, there is an old Gen X or a Gen 13 cover that Jim Lee did, and or it could have been Scott Campbell. Somebody did it back in the day, but it was Gen 13, and it was basically the take of the album cover that Janet Jackson put out, where she's got the hand bra by someone behind her. Well, this one, Chun Li's doing the same thing. She's covering herself, and she's in a bikini or in her bikini, and it got me flagged and kicked off for a day. Well, I appealed the whole thing because it said you are promoting sexual stuff. You are um, also promoting violence towards people. Blah 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 blah. And I said, here you go, review. I talk about nothing in my show that even promotes violence against another person. I don't talk anything sexual on my show. So please review this and submit. And boom, within X amount of hours, your appeal has been um, your appeal has been overturned, and you are good to go. But yet, I can talk 988 on my show, and all of a sudden, right here, it says restriction. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see it here. It shows me the little triangle, red triangle that says restriction on it because I talked about, um, you know, uh, prevention for talking about, saving someone's life. If someone has a problem or depression or anxiety or something like that, they can call 988 or they can talk to me directly in my DMs. And yeah, buddy, flagging you for that. Yeah, they're flagging me for that again. And that's the only thing I've talked about those two shows where I'm getting the restriction. And what it's doing is restricting it for some audience members. It's not restricting it for everybody. So I'm guessing it's a certain age group that it's restricting me for or whatever. But yeah, TikTok is. I really don't know. Like they said, Jade talks. It says maybe it's a thing to protect themselves against lawsuits or something. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why they're popping it up all of a sudden, especially whenever I've seen a whole platform built around that subject, and yet it's not restricted. Period. And so I'm not 100% sure how all this works per se. Other than it's a bunch of BS, it's a bunch of bullshit, and they need to look. A moderator from TikTok needs to come and sit in on some lives, especially mine if they're going to give me restrictions, and listen to my show because again, I don't do violence against other people. No violence against other people. I don't promote, certain things out there. And, like masturbation on your TikTok. That should not even be allowed. That person who unalived her child should not have a platform on this platform to where she can monetize the unaliving of her child. And there's a whole slew of things that I could go into that shouldn't be on here, but are allowed to be on here. Just like certain ads that happen on Facebook that are like, how is this even a legal ad? It's straight up corn on your ad, and yet you can report the ad, but they're like, it does not go against our community guidelines. How does it not go against your community guidelines? They got full on penetration going on. When I have issues, I go to those webinars that they invite me to, and I will ask about it during. Yeah, no, I get that. I've been to a few of those. Usually they'll answer me and explain why it's something weird like that we don't understand. And they also have helped me a few times. Well, that's good. I'm glad that they've helped you. I just do my appealing of the podcast. I mean, or the live. And I've only been restricted as far not restricted, but I've only been taken off the air once while I was doing the live show. And and it was and I know it was because of that Chun Li cover. Because someone got butthurt that a piece of artwork looked pretty real, I guess. I don't know. And they decided to report it or whatever and drop me off the air saying that I was creating violence. And, oh, yeah, people are way so sensitive nowadays. And people get butthurt over the smallest thing. I could show this pen and say it's the best pen in the world, and someone would run out there and put it right. It's Copic marker, one of their new brands actually. Is their yellow green 11. I got this one for free actually, right there. And someone would say that you know, um, you're so wrong. That's not the best marker in the world. I'm gonna report you because I hate your stuff and yada yada yada. And it's just like, okay. There was somebody on here on one of my shows that um I guess they were a big Christian something or other or whatever. And they were like Bible thumping on my page or something. I don't remember what happened, but they were like, "You've been reported because I said a dirty word or something like that on my show." And it's just like, you can grow up a little bit. This is an adult channel, not an adult channel like that, but this is for adults here. That I don't sugarcoat shit when it comes to a lot of things, and it's just like, if you're that sensitive over, me talking about comic books or movies or showing a scantily clad female that I drew, you know, it's just like, where the leave button is, right? You can stop watching the show at any point in time. But yeah, some people, like you just said, and it's everywhere. It's every platform. Um, that's why I don't talk politics. That's why I don't talk religion on my show, because people lose their damn minds, and the next thing you know, that's where all your big restrictions come from. Because people are like, I'm reporting this, I'm reporting this, I don't like this, and they're keyboard warriors right there, and they're big and bad behind their keyboard, and it's like once you see them in person, they're not that person that they are behind the keyboard. I'll just say that right off the top of my head. I learned the hard way not to talk politics. Never again. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. I mean, it's just like my girlfriend. She had a best friend, and she unfollowed and unfriended her on Facebook, and hasn't talked to her, since the election. I mean, you know, and she didn't even vote. My girlfriend didn't vote. So, you know, it's just the stupidity out there that I just don't understand. If you're friends with this person for forever, and you're gonna let politics get in the way of your friendship, and you can't see the other person's point of view, it's sad. You know, I didn't vote, and that's why my friend unfriended me. And see that's sad, and I'm sorry that that happened, J Talks, because it shouldn't happen. Um, People have the right to their own opinion. Well, she doesn't let it bother her. She's one of those that, okay, you did that. I really don't care. That just shows your character, your moral character, because I didn't even vote in the election. My girlfriend, didn't vote in the election, and she's like, that just shows, she was never really my friend per se. So, um, yeah, it's a them problem. Yeah, completely 100%. It's a them problem. And good. I wish I could be like that. I let things eat me up. I do too. I mean, I build things up inside, and I end up blowing up later. And it could be at the most inappropriate time, um, when I do blow up, after holding it in, and yeah, I just get super angry all of a sudden. That's why the title of today's show, angry or anger. Now, what do you do with that anger whenever it builds up inside? Well, you shouldn't feel embarrassed about getting angry, just because it has eaten you up inside for a long time, and those feelings inside, once they're pressured, it's like a pressure cooker. All that built up steam inside of there. At any moment, something could go wrong, and boom, there it goes. And that's us as a human. Is that some of us, not everybody. I can't lump everybody together. Um, some people let the pressure build up so much on the inside that one small little thing, one little chink in that armor, and boom, that pressure's coming out. And it usually comes out in a huge blow up. Um, Screaming, yelling, crying fit. Uh, me, when mine comes out, I go and destroy something. I go chop wood for hours at a time. I lose track of how many logs I've destroyed, in anger. Um, and I feel you, Jade Talks. She said, "Yes, that's me." About the whole pressure explosion. I'll go chop trees up. I'll go do something constructive destruction is what I do, and so all my frustration and anger comes out then. I try not to blow up at people, especially the girlfriend, since she's the only one that gets the brunt of anything that happens here. And I apologize to you, dear, for that. Once I got so mad at Walmart, I broke their damn sign. Well, Walmart deserves it. Just let me tell you, I used to work for Walmart, so I was younger, like in my 20s. I was so embarrassed. No, I used to work for Walmart as an asset protection associate, and Walmart sucks, so they deserved it, I'm sure. I spent 10 years of my life, nearly 10 years of my life there, until my direct management, pissed me off so much that I gave them my letter of resignation and walked out the door. I should have stayed until March of the previous year, which would have been 2024, and got my bonus. But they pissed me off for the last time, and I was done. So, well, cool. What area? Let's put it that way. Because he and I may have crossed paths, maybe. Pittsburgh. Okay. Because did he ever go to any of the Walmart meetings as a worker for like in the early 2000s? Okay. Yeah, we never crossed paths because I didn't join the Walmart workforce until 2014. So from 2014 to 2023, October 26th was my handing in my letter date. So Yeah, that would have been cool had he and I crossed paths. Uh, show how really small the world is, because there are a lot of people from the Pittsburgh area that have gone to the meetings that I've met. Rhode Island, Pittsburgh, those areas over there, and so that's pretty cool. Small world, if you will. But this is what makes the show great. We have conversations going on between myself and other people out there, and that's what makes a great show. Is that we can banter back and forth, and we can, you know, talk about life difficulties and blowing up at inappropriate times and destroying Walmart property. Yes, and they restrict a good stream. Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that it is a good stream, because I have been getting 3,000 views on my live shows here lately. So that's a huge plus. Um, is that my live shows have exploded like they have, and it's a joy, because the more people that are viewing, the better. I love it, and we will talk all kinds of things here. Like I said, everything from comic book artwork to movies. Oh, you don't know about good. Well, Mr. Roy, you need to go back to sleep and eat your corn dogs for breakfast. Excuse me. Movies, comic books, artwork, life, we will talk about as well. Nah, it's awesome. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate you, buddy. Roy is someone that I know personally in real life, so that's always fun. And he's a good dude. You can get to know him as well. And now all my motion alerts from my cameras are starting to wake up because, oh, it's close to sleep off time. Well, actually, it's still got quite a few hours before the sleep, the do not disturb comes off my phone. But all that good stuff, all that goody good stuff. But no, I seriously appreciate everybody being here that has stuck around and listened to uh, the banter back and forth between Jade Talks and Roy Bradley Jr. and I, and just life. Life happens, and sometimes you can't avoid the situations that happen in your life, just because you try to avoid certain things, but certain things just set you off. Like me yesterday with the chainsaw. Nothing worked, nothing lined up, and I got frustrated. I got angry with it. How did I fix that problem? I put the old blade and bar on, and um, I sharpened up the blade, went out and chopped some trees down in my spot that I'm clearing out back for my new chicken coop. And yeah, I hate those type of days where nothing goes right. Yes, no, and I have several days like that, and just things just are off completely. And so at that point in time, for some men, but mostly women, get in a bubble bath, get you a book, put some candles out, and just that's the rest of your day. Maybe with a glass of wine if you drink wine. I don't know. I'm drinking chocolate milk. I'm not drinking wine, so you know. Sad day. Just kidding. If I really wanted to, I would just go. I would go get the fireball and put it in a glass. She says, "Those days I will literally say fuck it, and just she did. She didn't say fuck it. I did, and just watch my tablet and go to sleep." Yeah, no, I get that. My girlfriend will do the same thing. She'll get one of her dark romance books and start reading it and fall asleep. You and she'll have the dog cuddled in bed with her. The pig is on the floor. Yes, we have a pig in the house, bacon bit, and that's the best way to. Yes, it really is. And we got the pig on the floor, and it's snoring away, dog snoring away. She's reading her book, and then she falls asleep. That's so cool. LOL. I would love to have a pet pig. If you're gonna get a pet pig, just let me tell you, find you a true mini pig that stays about this big, literally this big, about yay tall. Because ours is a mix between a coon coon and a Juliana, and she's about 100 and I'd probably say about 150 pounds right now. Um, she's the size of our pit bull that is a rescue as well, and she is a handful. Let me just tell you. Um, we were hoping she was going to stay small, but she isn't. Unfortunately, she'll lay on the love seat because we have the love seat basically cordoned off for her alone, and she takes up both seats in the love seat, so nobody else can get on that seat. So yeah, she's a big girl, 100% a big girl. Um, Now we have the girlfriend was going through her phone and found some of the videos of her of Bacon Bit when she was younger. At her basically we just brought her home, and she literally was about this big, you know, this tall, and all over the place, rambunctious, fast. I mean, she's still fast when she wants to be, um, but she does her little waddle. Thank you, TikTok. I would not get through my day without having this little puzzle piece that you bring and present to my life. And but now she's 150 pounds. She still wants to cuddle with you. So if she can get up on the couch, which I throw her butt up on the couch, and she'll come and rest her head on you or on your leg or on your chest or whatever. I've got pictures of it. And her head alone is like 50 pounds. So it's just like when she gets on you. And she'll look up at you though with those eyes. But no, we like I said, we homestead here, so I've got my chickens, my ducks, my goats. We're actually thinking about getting rid of the goats, and this was the girlfriend's idea, who is a huge animal lover and wanted the goats. But the goats are serving no true purpose for us, other than we did get two cute little baby boys out of the couple that we had, and um, we were hoping to get like milk and cheese and or get milk then do our cheese lotions and soaps, but since she's not a dairy goat, she's a Nigerian dwarf. um, they're serving us no purpose other than eating us out of house and home. And so we've been discussing about getting rid of the goats, as far as selling them off and doing something else, either getting a lot more chickens, because we also thought about trading them for a bunch more laying hens, or looking at emus. So because the girlfriend wants some emus, but we don't have the yard for emus right now. That's the sad part. Is because and Jade Talk says aw, and aw, that's so cool. And it is fun to have all this, but when you don't have the yard space 100%, because I'm in the country, but I've got neighbors on either side of me. So my property is 88 feet wide, nearly 90 feet wide technically, and then it goes way back. There is some distance from front to back, which we're pushing out 50 extra feet because we found out that the property line goes back 50 some odd extra feet from the original survey mark that's back there. So I was watching someone with an emu the other day, and it was so funny. Yeah, emus are hilarious birds. If you raise them up to not technically injure you, because they can disembowel you with their feet. Um, they are funny, hilarious birds, and they will act like dogs. Um, and she's watching videos about them all the time, and they're cute birds, but they're prehistoric creatures. I mean, they're huge, and that's why you have to have at least an acre to 2 acres alone, just for them to run around. Yikes! I'd be afraid of that. Yes, they are huge. Because they can stand 6 feet tall, and and then their claws on their feet are like talons, if you will. And one good slice and you're done for. I mean, in reality. So, we've been thinking about it. We're not 100% sold on it. I mean, she's sold on it, but I mean, if she had her way, that's freaking taller than me. Heck no, I'd be too afraid. Um, I'd look, I'd look from afar. Yeah, I mean, that would look me square in the eye. 'Cause I'm 6'2", and the bird would look me square in the eye at that point in time. And so, yeah, it's a huge bird. No matter how you do it, I mean, an ostrich is bigger than it. So, but an ostrich is a little more graceful, if you will, than the emu. And um, so yeah, it's just one of those things that it, we don't have the yard space for it. So I'm almost glad that we don't have the yard space for it, but I'm also sad because they are funny birds. Um, and then one of their eggs, you know, monstrosity of an egg, can feed an entire family of four to six. You know, and appreciate whatever that says. I'm not really sure what that says from Look Who's Back, but all right. It's a bunch of white and black squares on the page. But anyway, damn, wow, yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, the eggs alone. I mean, we were looking at it. She found a place that would ship eggs out, but even one emu egg is $75. That doesn't sound like a whole lot whenever people are buying $75 tools on a regular basis, but that's just one egg, and you know that's a little steep, but it is what it is. And one of these days we'll get it all figured out. Once I push back some extra feet, I'll be able to see what kind of room I do have because part of that 50 extra feet back there is going to be garden space. Then I've got to start tilling up what I can so I can start getting some plants in the ground. Yeah, no, no, no. She said, "Wow, that's actually a good idea to make a profit, though, if you wanted to get an emu." And that's what we're trying to do. We sell eggs on a regular basis from all of our laying hens. We got some Iam Samanis. There's all black chicken. You two get an emu and selling insurance on the side. Yes, yes. Emu and Monty. That'll be the new show. They're all black chicken. Their skin is black. Their feathers are black. Their comb, and their wattle is black. Their beak is black. Their eyes are black. Their legs are black. Their feet and nails are black. Everything. And and we're gonna get some longhorns, white longhorn leggers chicken. It's an all white chicken. You breed those two together, and you get what's called a zombie chicken. That's got grays and black eyes with a black wattle that goes slowly to a red towards the scalp and towards the skin. And it's got the black legs or the gray legs and some black and gray in the feathers. But mainly it's white with some black and gray spotted feathers in there. So that's why they call it a zombie chicken. And so we're looking to do that. We're also got um, several eggs in our incubator right now, hoping to hatch. We got a broody chicken out there on the nest that's got 3 eggs under her. Hopefully those will hatch. And um, Karen Newbill says, "I want to see." And Jade Talk says, "Wow, that's so neat." And it is cool. Karen, I think I might have pictures of the chickens on my page, but if I don't, I will add them um, soon. Unless I can change. I don't know if I can change that on here. Um, I'm trying to see if I can change my green screen on here while the live show is going. Why the heck are you up? See, Bacon Bit, our pig, is back up again. She was up just a little bit ago, less than an hour ago, and now she's yelling at my door. But for those of you that want to keep following the adventure, I will be posting some pictures here soon, Karen. So just wait on my page. But I'm about to end my live, and so I can go take care of some animals that decided to wanted to wake up again. But Jay Talks, I appreciate you being here and talking on a regular basis. Roy Bradley Jr., I appreciate you being here on a regular basis. And Karen Newbill, I appreciate you being here and talking to me as well. And please join us for other shows that we're going to have, which I will be again here live on the, what is today? The 7th, the 9th, I will be on, which will be Sunday morning, bright and early. Now, those of you that go to church, you might not want to jump on because you could be getting ready for church, or you could still be in bed asleep waiting to wake up to go to church because it will be between 4 and 4:30 that I come on. Generally, it's closer to the 4 o'clock hour. It depends on how much I've slept, which I don't sleep much. So I usually get anywhere between 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. And something just got knocked over in the front room. So I'm going to kill it for today. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Please like, share, and follow this channel. Go up here to my socials and follow me on everything else. And I will post pictures of the Iam Samanis on here. No problem, Karen. I appreciate you and thank you. So, with that, as I like to end my shows, we will catch you on the flip side. Have a good day, everybody.